are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Now, where did we leave off? Ah, yes. After tactfully avoiding an ambush, our party arrived at the city of Joel, built on the ruins of an ancient magical city. Completing their more clerical duties in town, the party set their sights on the city's ruined arena in search of any breach that might allow them access to the underground vaults of Torrende.
Does anybody have big feelings about stuff?
About what
That's a
kind
weird
of
way to phrase
stuff?
that.
I don't
big
know.
feeling.
Like, most of us are married, so...
You went to the Missouri Comic-Con.
Most
I did
of
go
you
to this
are.
Missouri Comic-Con that happened recently.
How was that?
It was good. There were tons of people. I saw a plague doctor.
Nice.
How much in
I
debt
saw
are you
Doug
right now?
Jones.
I love him.
He was very fancy. He was a very fancy man.
I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. I could not tell how tall he was because he was sitting down.
Probably pretty tall.
He's probably, I just don't know. I don't know.
Google
I mean,
it
we
right
can
now.
Google how tall he is.
Please do.
I'm
Is he
Googling
a
it.
dandy?
Yeah, very much so. He seemed like he was sitting up on the stage on like a couch thing next to a woman. I can only presume it was either a coworker or a wife. I don't know.
You don't know
Or
who
a
else was at
wife.
the Q&A?
I do not
You
know.
didn't even look at
No,
the...
I just saw Doug Jones and I was like, heck yeah.
eyes
I
only
I
for
would,
him.
I would do the same thing. I
Yeah.
mean, if Doug Jones is
Um,
there, I would try and be
But
there. And
he
sadly, I
he
wasn't
seemed
there.
like he had a good time. I didn't stay long because I couldn't hear anything because it was so loud.
I'm hoping that it gets
Valid.
fixed. I mean, I think it's their first time in Springfield
Yeah.
at the Expo Center.
Yeah,
so
it's the
hopefully
first
maybe
annual.
next time they'll be able to fix that.
Doug
problem.
Yeah,
Jones
hopefully Doug Jones will come back.
I would
is
love it.
6'4".
There was also the
6'4"?
yellow power.
Six
Oh
four.
my!
Google
That
has
is a
this
very tall
lovely
man.
image to describe. I don't know why it's so fancy.
I love it.
So everyone at home, Google Doug Jones's height. It is beautiful.
It's
I
beautiful.
just typed in how tall Doug Jones.
Type that in exactly. There is no space between tall and Doug.
Somebody get that domain.
how tall Doug
But
Jones.com.
yeah, it was a great time. I got some dice. I got a journal. I saw a lot of really good and cool cosplay.
Is this the point where I put in that I have no idea who Doug Jones is?
You're a monster.
Get out.
You're no
He-
longer allowed in this
He
podcast.
does the body work for like a lot of monsters and stuff.
Have
So,
you
like,
seen Hellboy?
Not the
Pan's
movie.
Labyrinth? What do you mean not the movie?
How have you not
Wait,
seen
have you
Hellboy?
read Hellboy?
Well, then why'd you mention the?
I've seen clips.
Oh, okay.
Doug Jones has Marfan syndrome, Marfan, which makes him skinny and tall and
He-
very flexible.
If you've seen
Shout out
Pan's
to Doug
Labyrinth, he
Jones.
I
plays
didn't
like
know
the
he had-
satyr and the pale man.
Yeah.
If you've seen Star Trek Discovery, he plays that weird.
If you've seen The Shape of Water,
He's Shape of Water. He plays a lot of fish people, like Creature from the Black Lagoon esque.
he's Abe from Hellboy.
He
Why
does-
hasn't he played the alien?
He does a lot of body
Xenomorph.
feature work.
Xenomorph?
He doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily do all the
Alien can't
acting
afford
always,
boy,
but
whatever
he
his name
does
is.
all like if you need a creepy monster or something,
Yeah.
he often will put on the prosthetics
Gotcha.
and do the body work.
Yeah, my
I've
favorite.
seen him then.
Sven, I've known who Doug Jones was for at least 48 hours. Come on.
To bring it back to my two favorite cosplay, just because I need to get this out. One was the Plague Doctor, and then the other there was this kid just walking around dressed up like a mailbox. I don't know. It was the best. I wanted to get a picture, but I felt too awkward to go ask.
In a mail.
It was a very accurate
Boy.
mailbox.
Nice.
Mailman.
Honestly, the two
I appreciate
cosplay that I've seen at one of the cons I went to, somebody was a mushroom.
Oh.
Like they had like the
Nice.
red hat and like spots, and she was really proud because she made it herself.
There was a mushroom.
The other
lady
one
there, too.
was Freddie Fazbear or Bonnie or something. But then the other one was Snufkin from the Moomins, and I don't know if anybody's heard of that.
I
it's
have
a
no
cartoon.
idea what that is.
Oh yeah, the
from
little
Sweden.
cows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a Swedish cartoon.
I feel
but,
like I'd know it if I'd seen
you
it.
you do.
Yeah.
I thought it was great because I recognized it, and they're like, who would recognize that? But yeah,
I want a Snufkin costume. That would be cool.
Wait, before Jordy puts in
Yeah.
his transition, if you don't know who Doug Jones is, do yourself a favor and try and find a movie he's in, because he's a wonderful actor.
I
he's been in a lot of
he does
haven't
movies.
really great body work.
disliked a
Just
single
pick one
movie
off the
that I've
shelf
seen
and
him
you'll
in.
probably find
Yeah.
it.
I know
I haven't
who he
seen
is,
Shape
but
of
I've
Water,
never
though,
seen.
so
I
I
don't
don't-
think I've ever seen a movie that he's been in.
Abby, have you seen Hocus Pocus?
How did I forget? Doug Jones is in Hocus
He's
Pocus.
in Hocus
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus.
Oh,
He's-
is he the
He's the guy.
zombie?
He's zombie
What?
guy.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I'm not sure I want to say this, but
Frick,
now I
what's
have
his
What's
name?
an
what's Hocus
Oh.
Pocus?
Oh, it's
Both of you get out now.
I know what it is. I've
He's-
just never seen it.
What is that character's name? It's
I,
like
I can't remember.
I'm defending
Something Tom?
myself
Isn't that
now.
that
I
one
don't
with the
know.
witches?
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
three
I haven't
witches.
seen it
Oh, I
either.
kind of gathered
Okay, so
about
I'm not alone.
it
His
has
name's
something
probably
to do with
common,
witches,
like
but
Carl or something.
I don't know who
I've
any
seen-
of you are anymore.
Awkward enough though, I've seen the second one because we had
Okay.
a movie night at my house,
Two
and
of
I
us are older.
I was there
That
because it
just
was my
came
house.
out.
I think he was in the second
It was
one.
something that
Yeah,
was
he
very
was.
common with people our age. It's just it was a Halloween movie, so I think if you grew up in a certain childhood, you wouldn't have seen it.
that's a fair point.
For anybody wondering, our GM and Sven, they're 97 years old.
We
His
just
name-
sound very
His
young.
Alright.
name's Billy Butcherson.
I can
Bill-
remove the filter from
I
my
just found
voice.
it.
All right, everybody.
Another good movie with Doug Jones.
I
Pan's
didn't know
Labyrinth.
He was in there.
Speaking of Doug Jones, if we move quickly through this evening, I think we might actually be able to get to a character that we could have cast as Doug Jones.
Yeah,
That
he is
makes
a good,
me worried.
As I just said, he is a good friend of mine.
I went to a Q&A with him once.
He's a
Just
good
I
friend
looked
of
at
mine.
him and left, and,
I saw his visage
Yes.
on the stage.
which means he's my friend. All right, what's going on?
So a watermelon's talking to us.
So you're standing in this hallway leading into the abandoned Grand Arena. Having just opened this door and moving in towards this hallway, you realize it's one that was used, or would have been used rather, by the combatants who competed in this Coliseum. On your right-hand side, as you enter, there's these openings into a room that was sort of like a staging room or a green room for the combats, with benches and weapon racks to set weapons down. At the far side of the room, a small green creature seems to have overturned a couple benches and is now leaning across them like some strange sort of merchant and is inviting you to come sample his wares. He is a watermelon-sized creature that seems to be mostly mouth, with scraggly arms and legs coming off of the ends.
And to
Flump?
be clear, you said he was not a goblin.
He is not a
Are
goblin.
you
I-
sure?
He is a watermelon.
Can I make use of a recall knowledge check?
Yes. Anybody who's interested can roll nature or an appropriate lore.
This is the first roll of the game.
Is esoteric lore appropriate?
The whole game. We haven't rolled a single roll.
Wait, you
until
want me
this
to roll?
point.
In this context, I'm okay with you guys rolling.
Natural 20, 25.
Oh,
It's not because we mentioned that we haven't rolled at all in the
It's not
past two
even-
episodes, is it?
Maybe.
3 episodes from rolling, and I
I
rolled
got
a
a
natural 20.
2.
He's definitely a watermelon to me.
Yes, so
Everybody's got a watermelon.
Zafir, who's standing outside and is just hearing people say, "There's a talking watermelon." But
I knew it would come back to haunt me.
Wait, what?
Hamir, who has a pretty clear view of the room, can see this creature, and he knows that it is called a Nagrif, which is a type of fae.
Ah.
Oh, he's got 2 rows of teeth.
Oh, that thing.
Ugh.
Didn't we kill one of those
It's a
things
watermelon
in
with
a
ears.
Yeah, and
Shrouded
the-
Throne?
Yeah, we've killed like 6 of these things. In the Shrouded Throne.
Let's kill it.
With
Separate
a successful
campaign.
identification roll, you know that he is a level 2 creature. So you may ask one question, because this one was out of combat. But you will get a second question on your first turn. How's that sound?
If we fight
If
them.
we fight.
If
Yes,
we fight.
if you fight them.
Hey, you want to charm a Nagrith?
Let's do a special ability. Let's do like a special ability. If it's got something tricky that we need to look out for that it might do to us. Something like that.
It's got a hammer.
I hope so.
I would
The
rather
picture
not
has
charm
it.
a fey creature, if I'm being honest.
That's probably a good idea.
You're charming a fey creature. Fey in general.
Acorns in his ears?
No, that's
What?
his earwax.
These creatures have the ability to, like, kind of, Avatar-style earthbend a little bit. They can, like, stomp on the ground and, like, cause the ground to become jagged and difficult terrain.
All right.
Just for anybody listening, as a reminder, it is a very small squirt green creature that kind of looks like a frog with 2 mouths. One on the inside of the other mouth.
Yeah.
They're
It's
not
a shark
like,
mouth.
but not like
Yeah.
an alien where like it's got a tiny little
Yeah,
mouth
not like
in
it's
it,
a big mouth.
but like
It's more
2
like a
rows
shark.
of mouth.
Yeah, it's like
Has
2
like-
rows of
Shark jaw.
teeth and giant ears.
Yeah, it has like pointed ears that are like reddish pink on the end, and it looks like the hats off the acorns.
Yeah.
acorn
Yeah.
hat. That's what
Yeah.
it looks
He's
like.
got a
it's in
big
its
red
ear.
nose.
You can make a whistle.
I
with
can
that.
hear you talking about me.
We
We're
don't.
not talking about you. This is out of character.
Shut up, watermelon.
Would you like to buy my wares?
No.
What do you have?
No.
I had to,
no.
What is
What-
your name?
What?
He
We
said
know
his
his
name
name
was
is
Garn.
Garin.
It's a fey creature.
My name is Garn. Now I'm gone.
We're not shopping from Fae.
I
Let's
forgot.
just keep going.
Well, what if he has something interesting?
I do
It's
have
not,
interesting
It's
things.
not worth it.
What if we kill him?
Well,
It
it would be
is-
rude not to browse.
No,
wares. No, it's
you
a
don't
fae.
you haven't come across many Fae, have you?
Yes.
No.
Then it would be best that we move on.
Yes.
Okay, if you want to slight the Fae, that's fine.
It is.
I'll be very offended.
I don't care.
I feel like that's worse than.
I must ask, how many people have you dealt with in this area? You set up a shop, but I do not think you get many people through. Yes.
I've had dozens of customers.
And where are they?
Dozens.
They're not here anymore.
I understand that. Where did they go? Did they leave?
No, I mean,
And
that's
do you
a
have
weird question.
do you have others around here? To someone to help get more wares for you?
No.
I like this sense motive.
I will also do that. if I could.
I'll sense motive as well. Nope.
So many secret checks.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that is
yeah,
Secret. I
secret.
forgot.
Okay, what are your perception bonuses?
7.
Hang on, I have to scroll up.
Secret.
6.
We got a secret.
5.
Secret. We got a secret.
Yeah, he lying.
I knew it.
Lying
Why
about
you always
his people or
lying?
lying about his.
Everything.
Yeah, you get the sense he's trying to tell you what you would want to hear to feel comfortable coming into shop.
Okay.
And may I ask, how many people have you sold? You said dozens.
How many people have you
Alright,
sold? He's a slave trader.
I sell cool things, and he picks up like this glove and like holds it up.
Is there anything special about it?
Have
It's
we
magic.
have we entered the room?
No.
Like, are we all
I think
filed in?
you're
Or
all,
am I
like,
just
in the
still
hallway.
standing in the
Yeah.
back?
Yeah, I think we have it filed in fully.
What's magic about that glove?
You wear it, and when you do your hair, it makes your hair shiny.
Wait, so hold on. So off to the side, this guy is, but we can keep going further in down a different path.
Yeah, if you continue down the hallway, you'll just leave this room behind.
I'm gonna step forward down into the hallway more, so others
there a
can
door?
file in.
To close?
There is not. It's just an archway.
I'm gonna move further in so others can start filing in behind.
Okay.
I would warn you that it would probably be best not to follow. It seems very dangerous, and a lot of people have died down here, and I would hate to see you or anything else be such unfortunate circumstances.
I'll be here
That-
if you want to shop.
Is he the only one in the room?
Seems like it.
This is the barracks.
Right now, this is like a staging room for the fight. So, like, you'd head up here and do your final preparations before you head out.
Okay, I was looking at a map. It's there. Okay.
So I don't feel like we should just let this guy be behind us.
If you want to kill him, go for it, I guess. But I'm gonna keep moving.
He who in the rear can cast the last stone.
You're in the rear.
Cast a last
No,
spell.
I'm not.
All right, so
Sorry, I
are
can't
we
turn
just
to
moving
petite
on?
right now.
I'm moving ahead. I'm not necessarily gonna just keep going. I'm in favor of just leaving this guy behind.
I just want to know what everybody else is doing.
Oh, Uver's just walking on by.
Just walking.
I don't
He'll
think-
make that last statement.
I don't. Okay,
And
so
walk
from my
on by.
recall knowledge about it, do I get the sense that if we just leave, it's going to be a problem, or he's going to try something like, or do I get the sense I should be fine?
What you know about Nagriffs is that their big thing is they like destroying buildings.
Okay, right. So they probably wouldn't hurt us.
Yeah, so you get the sense that he's more being opportunistic at this point and just being malicious. And if you just leave him alone, he's probably not going to come after you because then he would be losing any advantage he would have had,
Gotcha.
like with traps or anything like that.
Okay, so as I'm kind of moving on, I'll turn back to this. I go, their kind like to break things, not
Oh.
necessarily people. So if we
Well.
just leave him to it,
This is a
We
good
should be
place for this
fine.
kind to be.
He's
then.
probably going to try to trap us in if that's the case.
I doubt it.
I think he's saying that we're going to be moving on.
I don't think some creatures like him aren't going to try something that bold.
Depends
Well,
on
that's-
if we want to get out of
It
here or not.
knows what consequences will await it if it tries
So-
something like that.
Should we just keep shuffling on?
I think so.
You're kind of in the.
Are you all here? Let's go.
I'm okay with moving on. Let's just go.
Can we get some upbeat? I was gonna say hallway walking
music.
music.
Highway music.
I thought you were about to say
Hallway
Hobbit music.
I will leave it
I'm on the
alone.
highway.
Thank
I don't
you.
want to look at it anymore.
It's scary. I want to have nightmares.
I feel like it eat my toes.
So you continue.
Nibble, nibble.
Wake up with no toes.
Yeah.
So you continue on down the hallway, then leaving
Yeah.
this fey creature behind.
Yeah.
I give it a warning not to mess with us.
We did.
I'm going to whisper to it as we leave. Send a message. Just
Don't try anything, or we will be the last people you see.
He nods, waves with the hand still wearing the glove, starts chewing on the bench. As you push on forward, the hallway opens out a little bit to where you could stand two at a time instead of one at a time down the hall. And on the left hand side, leading towards your destination, is a large iron portcullis.
Oh,
what is a portcullis?
it's a gate.
A cage door.
Why did you say that?
Because portcullis is the proper word.
Why such a big word?
It's not.
Continuing on down the hallway, there's another like
very
double
small
wooden door on your left that opens out into that courtyard you saw through the windows earlier. And on your right appears to be another double wooden door that would turn into what Neros and Uver can confirm is the barracks of the area.
Is that where we need to go?
No, we need to get to the vault.
What if the vault is through the barracks?
I don't think it is.
Well, where would it be?
Down that way.
If there is a vault, I would consider it past the barracks because you would have the barracks in the way of the hallway to the vault.
We can
So
check.
it's not a vault for the arena Coliseum. It's a vault that was buried underground and was discovered during construction.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think we should just keep walking until
We-
we find something that does not look like
Yeah,
it was
we
arena.
could look in the barracks if we want. In case the barracks floor gave out and that's where the vault was. But
Actually, do we know where they found it in the arena?
Yes, you do. You actually saw it from the outside. Because you can see where it collapsed,
In
like
the
from the hills and
pens?
stuff like that.
Mhm.
or in the offices.
So on the map that you've got, off of storage, that curved hallway.
Oh, well, then
So,
let's just go that
From
way.
your perspective now, it's going to be through the portcullis on the left.
Yeah, then let's just go through the portcullis on the left.
Agreed.
All right.
Yeah, the portcullis on the left.
Yeah.
The portcullis on
Sounds
the
like
left.
a plan. How are you going to do that?
We're going to lift up the portcullis. We
All
have
right.
some strong strapping men.
Is it like need
Do we?
Well, maybe we just
I
need
don't
to
know.
find the key.
I will do it all on
It
my
is
own.
chained and padlocked shut.
So the ideal way to find a key would probably be in the barracks or in the offices.
Why would the...
I would say the offices.
Well, if people bring their stuff into the barracks, they might have a key.
Well, let's go to the offices
Assuming
first.
that there's a spare one here and isn't just at the local USPS.
Well, also... Yeah. Let's go to the offices to find the key.
Sure.
Can perhaps we can just destroy the lock?
That's a good point. I cast Ray of Frost on it.
I join him in that casting,
The lock gets very cold.
and then
You want me to try and hit it with my
Does anybody have
axe?
anything to hit it with?
I have
Yes.
an axe.
try to hit it.
If you hit it and it destroys the chamber,
I
but
have my
not the
charming
lock.
personality.
Are you
Well,
sure?
Charm
we just
that
wanna
lock.
break the lock.
Are you
I'll
sure this
charm
is
the
a
lock
good
open.
idea?
Well, what's the difference between unlocking it and destroying the lock?
Well, I don't know if it'll break.
Well, you can try it.
Are you sure it's not under an enchantment?
I mean, you can always hit it and see.
I can sit here and see.
Yes. Look, I don't want to break my axe.
Well, if we had some tools, I could try to...
I'm going to throw a rock at it.
If you're willing to wait at least 1 minute, I can try and get a sense if there's any magic. Would that make you feel better?
Yes.
I cast Read Aura.
The lock is now emanating a faint evocation.
Is it because we
Evocation.
Because you just shot it with ice
Shot it
magic.
with ice
All
magic.
right, fine. If it it's cold, I'll strike it. Let it roll.
No.
Okay.
So we were talking about that the other day, and it was like, in terms of armor class, like if there's any penalties, they have like an armor class of like 5,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
but there is no way to crit them.
oh,
So there's no point in rolling.
gotcha.
But I will ask you to roll damage.
Okay. Can I try and give it a weakness?
a weakness to
We
axes?
we tried to give it a weakness for you.
Oh my gosh, Jenkins.
So I believe esoteric.
Hang on, Jenkins is dying.
So I believe esoteric
It needs to be a creature.
while someone's dying.
The lock's now a mimic.
The lock be like,
So if someone dies in real life,
Their spirit gets
do you,
transported
do you
to
have
Galarian.
a backup character?
No.
Are you gonna be okay?
Okay, I think I'm good. I'm sorry.
That is 9 points of damage.
did you roll max damage?
No, I rolled a 3.
No, it tracks.
With a +6 modifier?
I get +2 to all damage
3 plus 2 is
So, yes.
5.
That makes sense.
because I'm a thaumaturge, so I get +2 extra damage.
That's the part I was missing. I was like, now hold on a minute.
Would that count
And-
for a lock?
And when I got to level 2, I upped my strength. And yeah,
Yeah, that tracks.
so
So
I'm just making incantations.
with a mighty swing, you bring your hatchet down on the axe, and there's this loud.
I bring my hatchet down on my axe.
Tink, tink, tink.
It's an intimidation tactic. I'm trying to intimidate.
lock.
He's lockpicking it with.
Then, being satisfied with your technique, you bring the hatchet down on the lock. And there's this loud clanging sound through the room, and there's like a nick in the lock, but it's all still intact. You feel like you've done some damage to it, but it's pretty hefty.
All right,
I'm gonna kick the door.
Do you want
I
me
mean
to
the
just sit
door.
here and keep wailing away at this thing? or
But
do
I
wanna go
was
find
I
a
was
key?
hoping to damage it with the cold, and
That
then
didn't
perhaps
seem
it
to
would,
work.
It didn't.
You didn't roll any damage.
Does anybody have any lock picks?
Should
No.
we have rolled damage for
I
the
don't,
ice?
hang on, I don't think I do.
If you guys want to roll damage,
Frost.
yeah.
Actually, I forget what I'm supposed to look at for that.
You're not supposed to roll a d20 for damage, I can tell you that.
I only made a small nick, right? So it's probably going to take a long time. I think we'd be better off finding... And that was on the chain.
Yeah, I think it would be the same chain or the padlock, depending on which you want to
I
hit.
mean, I think the chain would be easier
That's
to break
funny.
than a padlock.
Actually, no, padlocks are
Be
very
7
weak.
damage.
Oh.
Yeah. Like in actual life, padlocks only have like 1 point of connection during the lock. So if you can just get a good force of leverage, like you can do it with 2 wrenches, you can just and break
I'll
it.
do that.
All right, where are your wrenches?
I have a hatchet and an axe.
I think it does have to be metal. I don't think wood would.
They're both metal.
They're all metal.
The tips are metal.
No, the leverage part has to be metal. You're
That's
gonna
fine.
break your wood.
No, it's good. My
gonna
wood's
No
strong.
joke. Would you like to
Heavy.
use the force open action?
Yeah.
All right. So that'll be an athletics check.
Oh, sweet. I'm good at that. Natural 1 for a 9. I have a +8 to that.
So
break your
you
shoulder.
hew at the chain with your axe, and it's like, just leaving a dent. And Alward makes a remark about how padlocks are usually pretty flimsy. You can kind of just force them open. So you like stick the haft of your hatchet in and like get it wedged, just like start prying, and you just like hear like splintering noises in the base of your hatchet, and you stop before you do any damage to your weapon.
What is that? That's the force open check.
What are the rules on that? I've never heard of that.
Technically, with a critical failure,
It's a -2 without a crowbar.
yes. With a critical failure, it would jam whatever you're trying to open and give a -2 penalty on subsequent attempts to open
So
it.
I'd have a -4 to try again. So I'd have a +4.
So yeah, how about we go to the offices and try to find the key and hope that the lock isn't broken?
Can anyone here Does anyone here have crowbars?
No.
No.
I pressed the digitation in effigy of a crowbar.
I also checked if I had lock picks, and I don't. Sorry.
Nice. All right, let's get going. What a waste of time.
Wait, do I have lockpicks? I haven't checked what's in my backpack in a long time.
You should probably do that.
Good shot.
Oh, I forgot about these bananas.
So what's in the office?
Flint and
Well, we have to get there first.
I thought we were already there.
We were right next to the barracks. We weren't right next to the office.
But I.
So
The offices
those
are
of
right
you
down the
with
hall.
dark vision can see, looking in the direction of the offices, it looks like that hallway has collapsed, and there's not
Oh.
really a good way to get there.
We can
from
get in
here.
there from the pens and or the courtyard.
Oh, so we got to go through the courtyard.
So jump through the window.
The windows are about yay
We can
wide, I
squeeze.
say, narrating as I hold my arms very
Oh,
narrowly.
like
About
a
a foot, less than a foot wide.
archer slot.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're more like slits so you can see out.
Zephyr, you're small.
Yes, I am technically small
Get
size,
through that. Squeeze.
but I don't think I can fit through there. My
Fine.
bow can.
Fine. Let's go into the barracks. Maybe the key's there. Can't go anywhere else.
They're gonna have to deal with those creatures.
Oh,
again.
wait. What if that Fae has the key?
Yeah, maybe Garn
wait.
does
Why
have
don't we
a
just
key.
ask him
What,
to eat
he
the
likes,
lock?
Yeah, he likes to break things.
Yeah.
I bet we
Just
could.
bring him along. Tell him to
I
bite
bet we
the lock.
could make him.
You can
Who
always
was
charm him
friendliest
again.
with him?
I mean, I didn't threaten to kill him.
Don't
You
want
go
to
talk
charm
to
him.
him.
Okay.
We'll
Don't
go
waste
into-
that
and
I'm
then-
gonna go
on
talk
the
to the fake
While you talk
creature.
to him, we can go check out the barracks and see if there's anything useful in there.
I'm gonna go talk to the fake creature, I guess.
So Alward's heading back to the Fey creature. Is anyone else going with him?
I'll go.
Okay.
Not to charm the fey creature,
And I
but just to
presume,
come with you.
Thank you.
I threatened to kill him, so I'm not going.
I presume the unseen servant is going with Alward and Neros?
Yeah, it has to stay within specific range.
true.
So yeah.
Okay, so you three head back, and you three press on. We have now officially split the party.
This is not good.
This
How
is
many
always
episodes
good.
in?
That sounds fine.
Don't
9?
you-
9.
9?
Yeah, this is 9.
This is 9.
Hey.
This is a good point. Yeah.
9.
We could have waited
Yet.
till 10, but
We could have. It could
Episode
have been the
9,
episode
split the
10
party.
special, but you know, it's fine.
It's
well,
all right.
technically we split the party
No, we didn't.
in our
We've done it
little
several
bits.
times.
We have done it multiple times.
But not in
Don't you
combat
know?
type
That's not
situation
good.
slash
Yeah, true.
exploration.
He's
Yeah.
rolling.
Why are you rolling?
Me?
Yes.
Rolling.
Just rolling
Roll
dice.
suspicious.
He's determining what
Roll
number
it
comes up
down.
on the top of
That's
his
what
I'll
die.
let you
obviously.
guys pick.
Rolling against the
Which party do we follow
players.
first?
Ooh.
Ah.
bear.
What,
Bears.
Jenkins?
The
Jenkins
Bears group.
volunteers immediately.
No, I want
Okay.
theirs.
So we're going to follow the three heading into the barracks first.
Yeah.
Darn, I was going to say let
Yell if you need
Because
anything.
they
He
could
who
cut
cast the first stone.
The conversation one could lead to an actual good outcome. So we should start with the
Oh, that's
more
true.
probable bad outcome.
So the three of you, Hamir, Uver, and Zephyr, head towards the barracks as was marked on your crudely drawn map. As you open the doorways into the hall, you see ahead of you again a big pile of rubble blocking further progress in. But there are two doors on either side of the hall. So a door on your left and right, and then further down, a door on your left and your right.
so a boys' room and a girls' room.
Sure.
Sorry, I was looking for something as I said that.
That's what it is.
So there's 2 doors on the left and 2 on the right.
I have rolled a secret perception check
Secret.
For all of us?
for the three of you. Uver, you notice that this door that I'm pinging on the map, which is the second door on the left,
Oh.
is open.
His mic stand is literally blocking that hallway. I didn't even know it was there.
The door on the far left is open. I do not know about the others. I do not think they are open, but the one on the very end is open.
Well, if anything has taught me from the past, I don't think we should separate any further than we already have.
I would agree with that.
So, let's all go in the same room?
Yeah. let's check this first door on the left and see if it's unlocked.
Agreed.
You try the door,
Yeah.
and it opens.
Oh, I was going to knock on it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, knock, knock.
All right. Follow me, and I'll step in.
All right. As you enter the room, it seems to be some sort of like privy or latrine. There are large basins for washing up, and then like boxes that presumably transport filth to elsewhere after used.
I step out of the room.
I step into the room after he steps out of the room.
All right. Well, I don't think we're going to find anything of use in there.
Are there any like storage containers units beside of the refuse containers?
To be frank, it appears to be empty and uninteresting.
I want to look in one of the basins.
Like the washing basins?
Yes.
Again, empty and uninteresting.
Sophia,
Darn.
get back here.
There could be something in there.
I don't think so.
You don't think so, but that doesn't mean you know.
Well, was there anything?
No.
Let's check the door on adjacent to it. The one on the right, that's also close. I assume it's the same thing.
Just right here next to Uver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knock.
You reach past and knock as Uber's opening the door.
We just peek.
That's how
I guess
parents do
we
it.
just need to peek in.
Yeah.
If it's the same thing.
It is.
Just peeking into this room, it appears to be like a small dormitory, I suppose you might say. There's like rows of bunk beds and then chests in front of the beds that look kind of, barrack style like living.
How many chests?
All right.
6.
This
6
could be
chests.
useful. Let's take a look at the beds and the chests, see if there's a key.
There's 3 of us, 2 chests
Or a
for each person.
crowbar. Crowbar would be good too.
Okay, who's going in first?
I'll go
I didn't open the door.
since I
Okay.
knocked.
I'll go second then.
Okay. So the two of you head in. Uver, just as you're about to enter in, you feel something land on you from behind.
What?
And we're going to jump back over to the other group.
Oh boy.
Let's
it's
do.
another one of those fey creatures.
No.
Finally, Sven's dead.
Alward and Neros, you're heading up for a nice little chat with a fey creature.
Yes.
I'm not charming it.
You don't have to. That's fine.
Okay, good.
I know that's a magical
I'm gonna waste. I
resource
don't
that you
wanna
don't want to
waste
waste.
a spell on a
yeah.
fey.
No, that'd be. I think they have resistance to being charmed. Honestly,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So, how do you want to do this? You can like step up to the doorway and talk to him from there.
So what's he doing? Can I see him?
As you walk up to like this first of the 2 arches, because there's the 2 archways that lead into this room. There's a northern entrance and a southern entrance, if you will. Here at this southern entrance, looking in, he's just kind of. You hear him shuffling around behind the benches again, but he doesn't seem to be paying attention.
Garin, is that his name? Garin or Gran?
Garn.
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 Neither.
Are you there?
Like a pirate.
Pops his head up over the benches.
You've come back to do some shopping.
Not really. No. But you like destroying things, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, there's a lock over there that looks mighty fun to destroy.
Mm,
Can you destroy metal?
Are you saying
stone's a lot more fun.
Are you saying the lock
But-
is better than you?
No, I'm not scared of the lock.
Are you? You seem kind of scared of the lock.
I'm not scared of the lock.
Are you
I'm
s-
scared of the dragon.
What dragon?
Dragon.
What
the
you
dragon
mean?
that's sleeping on the other side.
I don't think there's a dragon sleeping on the other side.
Oh, okay.
I've seen through the portcullis. There was not room enough for the dragon.
Maybe it's a squeezing dragon.
It's not. That's not a
I don't-
thing.
I don't think there's a dragon back there.
Well, if you can destroy the lock, we'll take care of the dragon.
But what if the dragon eats me while I'm destroying the lock?
I
We'll
don't.
pull you out of the way
Yeah.
before that happens. As soon as you destroy the lock, you can run away,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're left to deal with the dragon.
But what if he comes and he steals my shop
He
and
won't
makes it into his hoard?
I will leave my friend here, and then I like give something for my unseen servant to hold.
He picks up a hammer.
You've got friends?
No, look. And my unseen servant is just holding like
His
my
unseen.
baton, just floating in the middle of the air.
That's crazy magic, dude.
He'll guard your shop. Well, see, he has a weapon. It's floating there.
Also,
While you go break the lock.
Okay.
do you have any gold or anything back there?
Oh, lots.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's why I'm worried about the dragon.
That's fair.
So what do I get out of this?
You get the enjoyment of breaking the lock.
You love breaking things.
He grabs a piece of the bench and just like crumbles it.
I've got stuff to break here.
So you're scared of the
But
lock.
this will give you a challenge.
I'm not adventurous. I break easy things.
If you break the lock, I'll give you some money.
Why don't you just come in here and give me money, and I
No.
can give you a magic glove?
No, I don't need the magic glove. I need the lock broken.
What if I give you a magic crowbar?
Do you have a crowbar?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you actually
Can I see it?
sense motive?
Rolling over your sense motive from before, he does not.
I don't think he has a crowbar.
Oh, well then, see, if you come break the lock, I'll give you gold, and then you can be on your way. Well, not gold, but I'll give you money.
You should.
Howard doesn't like lying.
That's fair.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
Can I try to aid?
Yeah.
You need to get a 20.
I know.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Oh no.
I'm glad you're
I have a pretty
aiding.
high diplomacy.
I'm glad, because my diplomacy is only +5.
I'm just used to all your characters
No.
having super high diplomacy.
I rolled a 15. I'm sorry. You're on your own.
At least you didn't crit fail.
11.
Oh, I thought that was a 9.
No, it's a 6.
Oh.
I had to double check. There's a little tiny golden dot right there.
Hey, your diplomacy is better than mine, buddy.
Well, with an 11, I think I'll stay in my shop.
I mean, I didn't come with a course of action here. I guess we should just go find the others.
And as you say the others, you hear like scuffling sounds from down the hallway.
Oh,
I guess we should go find the others quickly.
yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and say that all times out exactly with when I'm going to ask these three to roll initiative. So everybody roll initiative at the same time.
Oh no.
Just perception.
Yes.
Why couldn't I have rolled that anyway?
I rolled a 3 again.
Well, I rolled
It's a
a 2,
9.
so.
I have to do math.
Perception.
13.
Okay, hold on. Oh,
Really
Mine
bad
was
at
not very good either.
I have a +6 and I rolled a 3.
okay. Neros.
18. Please tell me I'm not the first one to go.
Hamir.
13.
Uver.
9.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Alward.
16.
Oh my gosh. Am I the no?
Zephyr.
You are
6.
Well, I don't know.
The creatures might be the one to
Abby's
go.
I'm going to
soul
roll
just
for
dies.
our unseen
I
assailant.
guess my question would be:
Ooh,
Do you
a
guys
natural
just get
20.
do you guys just get
I'm-
like a full turn as normal when you don't know there's a combat?
So here's how my best understanding of the rules for Pathfinder 2nd Edition works, since they don't have surprise rounds.
Yeah.
Combat begins, everybody rolls initiative as soon as somebody's aware that there's something to be rolling initiative for. So in this instance, since there is an unseen assailant who is starting the fight, then his action will happen on his first turn. If he gets to go first, he gets to do his thing on his first turn. So if he did not go first, if somebody else were to react faster, essentially he would be doing a thing that would start combat, but you have a faster reaction time and you go first.
Start on
Okay,
his turn.
so because he didn't specifically shoot an arrow at us or something.
Yes.
Okay.
And I do allow one action to get off before things start. Like if you're in stealth and you say, I'm going to shoot that guy with my arrow, I'm not going to be like, well, he beat you in initiative, so he knows that you're going to do that. It would be like, well, he beat you in initiative, but he doesn't know you're doing that. So he spends his turn doing whatever he was going to do. We're starting at your turn.
I think that's a good way to rule that.
Okay, so it's going first.
It is, because it rolled a natural 20. Uver. As this combat begins, you feel something small and cold drop on your back from the ceiling behind you.
It's water.
And,
It got a natural 20.
and you feel like something is trying to wrap itself around your throat.
Oh, we can see your die roll.
Oh no.
And it rolled a nat 1.
I forgot that I was still on
Beautiful.
public.
Yeah.
Sam, do you have a crit fumble card for me?
Unarmed attack.
Yes, unarmed attack, natural weapons.
All right, tell me if this affects it. But this card, unarmed attack, says pins and needles. It is sickened 3.
Oh.
Well, it can't not be affected by that, so it is.
Nice.
That was a great way of explaining that.
So you feel this presence drop down behind you, and like this slimy arm begin to wrap around your neck, and you just kind of pull away from it. It slides off your cloak.
What is this? Oh, buzz.
And as you're turning to look, you feel something reaching around your neck from the other way as it tries again.
It's gonna kiss you.
Now kiss.
Make my way up his neck.
The hands of math.
And what is your armor class?
16.
Because of the crit fumble card, he misses on his second
Yes!
attack.
Oh my goodness.
He got sickened by that attempt.
Nice.
And then
He saw your scars and was like, ugh.
as you're turning
No,
around,
it's
you're
just
just
a-
hearing
this.
like noises
Yeah.
moving
Ew.
up the wall behind you.
Are these squishy or crunchy noises?
Squishy noises.
Okay.
I mean, the arm was slimy, so.
When
Well,
you
I mean,
finish
context
turning
clues.
around, you see a small gray humanoid with like tentacle arms and fingers and stuff crawling its way up the ceiling and just keeping its eyes on
Is it
you.
a Joker? Ooh, that could be cool.
I'm
You
sorry.
don't know yet.
You're right. I don't know.
It's currently up on the ceiling. I'm going to say it's within range for melee weapons without having to use a reach or something.
Oh.
But if you don't have reach, you essentially, you'll get a -2 penalty to your, -2 circumstance penalty to your attacks just for having to reach up. If you do have reach, no penalty.
Okay.
Here's a picture so you guys can see what kind of thing you're dealing with.
It's my baby.
Guys, Doug Jones could play him.
Hey! That is true. It is actually
nasty.
proportioned well
Yeah.
for that.
It's like half the
How
size
dare
of Doug
you speak
Jones,
of my child in that way?
It's nasty.
Alan,
I'm sorry.
Alan, your child
That is
is
just,
trying
it
to
looks like
kill
a
us.
mucus ball came to
It's
life.
not Alwood's child. It's my child.
Oh.
All right.
Your child is a mucus
I
ball.
knew you were a father.
And
It
I
is
love
now
him.
Neros' turn. So Neros, you've heard a thud and some scuffling noises, and probably Uver making very horrified sounds.
Okay. Where?
Get this thing off me.
Anyway.
That was a lot.
Neros, what is your movement speed?
It's a great question. I think it's 25. I am correct.
So 25 feet will get you about 25 feet of movement speed. If you use 2 actions, we'll be about 10 feet away from the door.
I mean, I have no choice, so I'm going to do that.
Alward will slowly stride his way
Don't you
over.
have the spell that lets you stride twice
Oh.
and gives you an increased movement speed?
Well, is it?
It's a cantrip.
Warp.
Is it?
Yeah, I do.
Does
You
it-
don't have to
Does
if you
it
die.
feel
Just-
like it's that important?
all right, but
guess?
if
I
you
don't
guys
know.
die,
That's just what I'm thinking.
It's a character choice. What would
it
Neros
is a character
do?
choice.
Hearing him go, "Ill, get off of me."
I mean, if that's all I hear, I might not be in that big of a hurry. So I probably wouldn't use that spell.
Understandable.
Fair.
So let's just go with what I said before.
Okay.
That is the weird part of these scenarios. Is like how much of your characters really are in a hurry to get there, which
Yeah.
we had the other night in the tents.
So at this
when
point,
Alward just made coffee instead of helping.
No, I got ready to make coffee.
Are you talking about with the
The
cre-
Wolverine.
The
creature?
badger.
Well, and Neros didn't even get out. She
Yeah.
after the combat, she popped her
I
head
thought
out. I was
that
like,
was
"What did I
really
miss?"
good.
I don't think I made it.
at this point, Neros is 10 feet away from the door that leads into the hall where all this action is happening, and you have 1 action left.
Okay, so I can't see anything that's happening.
No.
Right.
But you can hear it.
But I can hear it.
You can move forward.
I would
I'm probably
imagine.
going to end up doing that.
I would imagine you would probably hear Uver saying,
It is. What is this thing? It is so slimy and I will never forget that.
Technically, rules as written,
"Oh,
you can't talk unless it's your turn.
truly."
Yeah.
But also, what he's saying gives no indication that it's a creature.
Also, he
Trying
did
to
say
kill
most
him.
of that on his turn, and these all happen at the same time.
So, technically, rules as written. Talking is a free action. You can only use free actions on your turn. So there are abilities that specify contexts in which you can speak as a reaction, but that uses your reaction. So they're
Yeah.
kind of tight about the information.
So what I was saying, though, is he was shouting his information on his turn, and since all of these are happening at the same time, just saying.
I think that's kind of antithetical to the way that they wanted those rules to work.
Well,
so I'm usually really free about people talking outside of their turns because I want everybody to collaborate.
Yeah.
But in this context, I think the only information Nero should have is that there's something going down. But what's happening and what kind of creature, that's more information than she could get outside of player turns.
Then we'll just keep with what I originally did.
Ew, ick, gross.
Pretty much.
Okay, with that, my last action, I'm going to round the corner and to see what's going on.
Okay, so turning the corner, you do now see this gray, slimy creature moving up the wall and getting ready to like crawl on the ceiling. It's got like suckers on its hands and its feet, and it's like crawling on the wall like Gollum style, but it's got its head like craned 180 degrees around to keep an eye on Uver while it's climbing.
My baby boy.
You've got a
15
crush.
feet. You've got 15 feet of movement left if you would like to move elsewhere.
I'm good. Right there.
All right.
Perfect.
Alward, it is your turn.
Move my unseen servant 30 feet down as my first action. And I have 30 feet of movement.
All right. I can get you. There's probably the best view we can get you, just diagonally right behind Neros.
I would love to be. Is that 2 actions or?
That's 60 feet, 2 actions.
Does the unseen servant just move with you?
I have to use an action to sustain it, and when I sustain, I can give it a command, and it never specifies that I'm allowed to use it as other things would. So I can't. Yeah, so I just give it a specific command, and the command essentially is to
command
follow
it,
me.
then move.
Yeah, and its movement is 30 feet, and I'm presuming it can only do 1 action.
Right.
Instead of it, like everything else that does 2.
Gotcha.
Because it's only listening to a command. So I guess technically speaking, I should just look at you and be like, follow me, and then have it follow me. I don't really know. I've never thought about how you want to do it, because it just says I'm allowed to give it a command, and then it does the command.
Yeah, let me look that up real quick. I think you're right, and I think that's the way that it's intended to be used. I don't think it's supposed to be used in combat all the time like we're doing.
It's really useful, though. In the sense,
Well,
it is.
It makes sense. You're spending an action to sustain it,
Yeah.
so then it spends its action following you.
Yeah. How it's
Moving the
useful,
30
Sven,
feet.
because you looked at me like I was dumb. It is an invisible target that melee things cannot get past. So I typically put it in front of somebody, and then that melee thing that's trying to get to you doesn't know it's there, and will try to like bump into it and can't.
And then it might try to just lash out. but-
Yeah. It's immune to all damage, basically.
It's immune to non-magical attacks.
Yep.
And then it's resistant to has resistance to all damage except force or ghost touch.
Yep.
Oh, that is.
Okay, so reading over the spell in the stat block, I think it's meant to be used like a summon spell, so it gets 2 actions.
Okay, in that case, then another 30 feet, if possible, to get in front of Neros.
Easily, yep.
Okay.
All right, so Alward uses 2 actions to catch up to the action, and his last action moves the unseen servant in front of Neros. Hey, Mir.
So I'm going to spend my first 2 actions exploiting vulnerability and pulling out my chain. Unless you think my chain would already be out.
I would be okay with you having your weapon drawn since you're in an area you know could be dangerous.
Sweet.
I just
20 or 19 on exploit vulnerability.
All right.
I just remembered my unseen servant is holding my baton.
You got a success on exploit vulnerability.
Was that enough to beat the recall knowledge DC?
And that's where you do it with a -2 penalty?
No, it just is flat.
Oh, that's right.
What?
You succeed on recalling knowledge.
I only get the -2 if that's all I'm doing. That's what the way it's phrased looked like.
Oh, wait, you wouldn't take a penalty. Oh. Well, yeah, you wouldn't get a penalty anyway because this is a creature. So it falls within the normal purview.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so of course there's no penalty. Yay, we figured out a rules.
Hey.
Perhaps.
Okay, so yes. You exploit vulnerability, and you did succeed on recall knowledge.
All right. As part of exploit vulnerability, I learn its highest weakness.
Has no weakness.
Okay. All right. Then I will give it a weakness of 2 equal to half my. Then 2 plus half my level rounded up, so it's still 1. My level is 2, so half of 2 is 1. Oh, it
wasn't rounded up, so it's 3 now. It was 2 at first level.
What are you talking
What?
about?
So
The
the weakness
weakness I
that you
gave him?
impose is
Oh.
2
2
plus
plus
half
your
your
level.
level, not rounded.
Right, which is
Oh.
1, so it's 3.
Yes.
Half my level is 1 is what I was
Yes.
saying.
Mhm.
So the total is 3.
Yes. It
But
was
before
2 on
oh,
your
it's
first
rounded
level.
down,
Mhm.
not up. That's right.
Before you strike, you did succeed on your recall knowledge.
Oh, right.
So this is a choker, as you were suggesting. It is
Hey.
a level 2 creature. And with a success, you have one question you can ask about it.
I assume it has some sort of choking, grappling sort of ability. How
choker?
How would that work? what do we need to look out for its special abilities?
It's a necklace.
Its special
Very
ability
old-fashioned.
that I'm going to give you here, if it lands an attack on you, it automatically grabs you as part of that attack, and you begin to suffocate.
Not even like an extra action to grab; it just auto grabs.
Nope, it's just part of the attack.
That's cool.
Frustrating, but cool.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do my strike now
All right.
with my whip, my chain, which is a 19.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. All right. So I'm gonna give you the number without the weakness, and that
What was
is 8 without the weakness.
All right. So he takes 8 and then the 3 weakness damage.
Yes, and then the 3 weakness damage. Then I'm gonna attempt to trip him with my last action.
Nice.
Ooh.
And you said he's on the ceiling?
Yes.
10. I don't think 10 works.
Nope.
All right, that is the end of my turn.
All right. Uver. You still got a little bit of mucus from this thing on your neck.
Oh, Uver is just going to dash to the door.
How far in would you like to go?
Behind, Hamir would be enough. Or, one more, just to be safe.
Okay.
I'm going to laugh so hard if there's another one in the room.
I will say, if you stand here, I'm going to say you've got clear view of him. One step further back, I'm going to say the edge of the doorway is starting to give him lesser cover.
Okay, then, no, I would want a clear view of him.
Okay.
And he's going to turn around as soon as he passes by Hamir, like, good luck. and turn around, filthy creature. And he's going to turn around and cast Befuddle.
Oh.
Ooh.
What's that?
Befuddle. You sow seeds of confusion in your target's mind, causing their actions and thoughts to become clumsy. It's a will save.
All right.
Become clumsy?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And a DC of 18.
He fails because of the critical fumble card.
Nice.
Oh,
2.
right. His AC was 3 lower, too.
A failure. The target is clumsy 2 and stupefied 2.
Whoa.
Duration 1 round.
Nice.
Wow.
Now does
That's really good.
Now sickness, being sick and minus is minus is an amount equal to sickness for everything.
Yes.
Would that stack with clumsy minusing
They
dexterity?
are both status bonuses.
Okay.
So before you commit to that action, Sven, since we are kind of new to this system, he's already taking status penalties to the stuff that clumsy and stupefied would affect.
Oh, so it doesn't stack.
Right.
Oh.
Because they're both the same type of penalty.
So, I guess in that case, since it won't stack, I'll do Grim Tendrils. So, saving throws Fortitude. Tendrils of darkness curl out from your fingertips and race through the air. I deal 2d4 negative damage and 1 persistent bleed damage to living creatures in the line. Each living creature in the line must attempt a Fortitude save.
Hold on. I'm in the line.
You are not in the line because I would be shooting above your head towards the ceiling.
That would target Hamir's space.
Would it?
Because it's a line attack.
Yeah.
If it were a directed attack like Ray of Frost or something like that, I would say, yeah, he's not giving you lesser cover, but he is in that space. So since
Make
you're
a
doing
fortitude
beam-
save, Hamir.
No.
Dang it. All right.
This isn't your necromancer from our pre-play.
It's not.
Uwe, what are you doing? Pick something.
You just see Uver, he's just flipping through his spell book. I could do that. No, I could do that. No.
Hold on. Fine. I know something that will not miss.
Magic missile 3 times.
Nice.
Or twice. I can only do it twice.
Yes, because you did move.
Yes.
All right.
Little magic
So go ahead and
missile.
roll your damage because it does not miss.
It does not.
Magic missile auto hits.
I love magic missile.
I took magic
I
missile.
don't have it. but
I
love
forgot
it.
that I did that. It's not
I thought
on
you
this.
cast magic missile like 2 sessions ago. Are you okay?
10 damage.
Nice.
Max damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Love some max damage.
Mm-hmm. It's 1d4 plus 1.
Your attack brought him beyond bloodied.
Ooh.
Filthy creature.
Doesn't that mean he's dead?
So we've
No.
done an 11 and a 10 to it.
It means he's below half. You should probably explain bloodied.
Yeah, we usually use the keyword bloodied at our table to mean the creature is half damage or below.
Yeah, we already have explained.
I don't remember
Oh.
that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's never bad to double
Yeah.
explain.
Yeah, bloodied means he's at half or lower, just to give an indication of the progress of the combat.
Without saying half or lower.
Yeah.
But saying it anyway.
Yeah.
He's mucused.
Yeah.
It's an in-universe way of determining how low. Then.
So I like to think that Uver just shot past Hamir, spun around, and raised both his hands as beams of energy just shoot out, going right around Hamir's head, like one on each side. So you just see 2 beams just go whoosh.
I like to imagine you put your hands on his shoulders.
and just
to stabilize.
Boom!
Please don't touch me.
All right, Zephyr, it's your turn.
So if I were to try
Very
to cast something, is he going to have like cover since I'm behind a wall?
Since I was just moving pawns, I would allow you to be here if you want.
Yeah.
In
Is
this
that partial
case,
cover?
he's going to have partial cover. So you would have to move to get a full line of view of him since you were coming in to investigate the room.
Just make a line.
But right now, he just has a +2 bonus to his
conga line
AC
of death.
and a +2 bonus to his reflex save.
Okay. After seeing that great display of magic missile, I will do a phase bolt.
Nice.
Not a magic missile.
He's the
Good
one who
old
has
phase bolt.
phase bolt.
It's probably not going to hit.
He also
but
has
yeah.
phase bolt.
Oh, the 3 non-psychics have phase
Yeah.
bolt.
It's a good spell.
Yeah.
So that's 14.
I thought it was more
plus
psychic
6,
specific.
not natural 20.
So your bolt phases through that corner of the wall and blasts into the creature. Roll damage.
Yee.
Nice.
Ha! I'm not gonna. Can you cut that out?
What?
I don't want to say yeehaw.
This is like your second use of a clutch phase bolt.
And it's not
You don't
the
know if
first.
it's clutch yet.
So that's
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which dice
Could
it
be.
is.
You don't know.
I wrote it so small.
1 damage.
It's
He was about to use his
1d4.
explosive death ability.
Does it give a bonus? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
you
D4.
default
Plus-
your spellcasting ability
Yeah.
modifier.
That is 4 damage.
Nice.
Plus your spellcasting ability modifier?
it's 2 plus 2.
Oh.
Real quick,
He's a
if I
magus.
might.
He's mainly meant to.
Did you all do the pick an ability score and +2 to it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just
Alright.
wanted to make sure everyone did. When we leveled up,
Yeah.
Plus 2?
yeah, you pick one ability and get a boost to it, like strength, charisma.
We're using
dexterity.
the alternate gradual ability score improvements.
But he-
So instead of when you hit level 5, you pick 4. At each level leading up to 5, you pick 1.
Let
to
me see your
score
app
level
spend.
up.
Oh, no, right. I did that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I know it's been a long time since we did it, but I was like, well, I wanted to check.
Anyway,
We're good. We're good.
It's a weird rule we haven't done before.
A whole 4 damage.
All right, so you blast him for 4 damage. He's still hanging in there, but he is looking pretty weak.
Oh
now
no!
it's his turn.
Oh no!
You got 1 action left.
Oh well.
lick him.
I
use
don't.
an action to lick.
I have partial cover. I can't get to him that fast. I'm gonna.
Sound like a horse.
I'm gonna sound like a horse.
Nay.
I'm
That's a
gonna
free action.
jump back a couple of times to like 2 squares behind Uver, directly in line with everyone. I guess I could have moved first, but either way I hit.
Okay. It is now the choker's turn.
Gross.
Oh boy. Who do he want to choke?
No one.
The unseen servant.
It is holding a baton.
I love that Neros just sees this baton floating in front of her.
He drops down from the ceiling.
Pachunk.
Oh no.
And books it to the far end of the hallway
Oh.
and begins trying to wriggle in through some of the rubble.
Ew.
Oh, we scared it.
It is Neros' turn.
Get it! Don't let it get away.
Should I go after it?
Yes.
We're not allowed to talk on our turn.
Can I ask them a question and
Yes.
can they reply?
Yeah, so I am typically very loose on what you're allowed to say
Sven.
outside of your turn. The thing that I want to preclude is sharing tactical information that a character wouldn't have unless being
you
given that
spinning?
information by another
He's
character.
trying to zoom out.
So something like, get after it, get it. Don't.
Yeah.
Well, you're looking at it, run away.
Click off her
Yeah.
character.
Fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Or even saying like, "Hey, we need help over here" or something.
Yeah.
But saying something like, "We're being attacked by a level 2 choker. Bring
Yeah.
fire." You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Does it have a weakness to fire? It
No,
doesn't.
it has no weaknesses.
No
Sorry,
weaknesses.
We're having technical difficulties with the map.
Neros is just spinning in circles.
We're trying to zoom out so we can see the choker.
Now zoom out.
Oh, too far.
Too far.
Oh my gosh. Whose idea was it to let Sven be in charge of this?
He was the only one with the computer.
Oh, he was the only one. That's always the best decision.
Such qualifications.
Are
Neros.
Are you going to be okay?
Just
Sorry, I just did not mean to slap
ignore
you.
the tall blonde man in the corner.
You're gonna be okay.
You're gonna
Slaps.
crying is a free action. You can cry.
There's a lot of free action.
We had a list at one point.
Anyway, yeah. Should I go after it?
Yes.
All right. How far away is it from me now?
Don't bother.
He is 80 feet away.
80 feet? Lapoo.
You can move 25 feet and make that 55
I
feet.
used 3 actions to get over here. It better be Lapu.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna use warp step.
Oh.
And go to where I'm at least 30 feet away from it.
Dynamic
Zoom.
lighting.
Just zoomed past us all.
So you want to be 30 feet away, so you're at the maximum of your range, but you can still reach with 30-foot spells?
Yes, please.
Okay. So you run down the hallway about 50 feet, and now you are 30 feet away.
Problem is, all my spells are 2 actions, and my focus spell does nothing for me in this situation.
But it would be cool.
So you just...
I mean, it would be cool, but that's all I could do.
Look cool. You dash forward and
I mean, I can't do anything to it. I'm just going to stay here, and Neros is going to question her decisions.
All right. Alward.
I'm trying to think of a way that I could do this while maintaining... Stop rotating me. While maintaining my unseen servant out, because I like having him out.
Can't you just resummon him? Or is he a
No,
spell slot?
he's a spell slot.
Yeah.
And I yeah.
Okay. So you kind of... It's super useful, but it also puts you in situations of getting kind of hamstrings.
Yeah, it's a 3-action cast too. That's why I try to have it out before
Gotcha.
stuff. Well, I think I'm just gonna have to go without him. Which
That's a
saddens
ton.
me
Well,
deeply.
I mean,
ground.
everyone else goes before it goes again. So you could keep him.
This would be the 5th combat that we're just done nothing.
I mean, so it's in character is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, don't
It's
feel too
sad
bad.
because this psychic class is very strong, but I'm not showing it off very well. I'm gonna spend 1 action sustaining. Well, first move me 30 feet forward.
Like that? Towards the creature?
Yes, that way I can see inside. Who is that?
Me.
That I can see.
I think that's Neros.
In front of
In
you
front
is
of you
Neros.
is me.
No, can you move me in front of the door instead?
that's
so
me in
25
front
feet
of the
forward.
door.
Hamir.
Yeah, just right there, perfect.
Hey, me out.
That that
And
makes it
then
to where you
I'm
can
going
see
to
everyone.
suspend 1 action to my unseen servant to move him along with me. Again, my goal is to try to get him in front of Neros, if possible.
He can do it.
Perfect. Again, just a floating baton. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Guidance on Hamir.
Is it Hamir or Hamir?
It's Hamir.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
And my guidance just to cast it, there's just mumbling. And Hamir, to you, it sounds like specific directions on how to get to it and do a thing.
And then it is Hamir's turn.
Can I get to him with 60 feet? Can I get within range of my chain?
Let's see. So 10 feet would get you there.
I can.
There. That would be a total of 40 feet.
So I'm going to 2 action.
Wait,
Oh.
40. Hold on.
No, it was
That's
10.
not
It
right.
was 10 feet down.
Yeah, there we go. 50 feet. Sorry.
And then I'm going to try it. I'm clean within 10 feet.
He's 15 feet away.
Are you sure?
Because 5 feet would be next to you, 10 feet would be the next square.
And it was 10 feet. It was 5 feet down. And then I started going left.
To be fair, he doesn't have to go all the way.
Yeah, I don't have to go to
down.
the bottom row.
Yeah,
That
he
gives me
can-
5 extra feet.
Not going through a door. Because you
What?
can't diagonal through a door.
I can 1 step down and then
Mhm.
go left instead of 2 step down, go left.
Yeah, you can.
But it
So-
gives me 5 extra feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So it'll get you here.
Oh, because of a single diagonal.
Yeah.
That's just out of range. That's really frustrating.
He knows what he's doing. He's escaping.
I tried, Sam.
Let me find the range on this spell here.
Hopefully not touch.
So as a side thing, I have the perfect hero card to fight this thing. Yeah, if I were to get grabbed by something, I could play it and then just not be grabbed and step back. It's great.
Denied.
Yeah, basically, it's called rollback.
All right, I'm going to try something stupid.
Don't forget you have guidance to do
I'm
the
going to
stupid.
go back. I'm going to move 1 action towards it. To 130 feet towards it. I'm going to pull out my hatchet, which has a thrown range of 10 feet.
Oh my goodness.
So is that every 10 feet is a -2?
Yes. So it'll be a composite of a -6.
+1 from Jenkins,
Guidance.
so +5. So -5, and I had a +9, so a +4 total. So it's like a second attack.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not
gonna
bad.
throw the hatchet.
It's not
All
bad
right.
at all. Plus he's
So
sickened.
Hamir bursts out, grabs his hatchet, and just chucks it. And I'm gonna use Strike True because this is cool.
You get to roll another time.
Oh right. Okay, 13.
With 3 rolls?
Yeah.
Oof.
He rolled 9 twice.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
That's frustrating.
That is very frustrating.
The hatchet lands right next to him, but does not hit.
That's my turn.
Uver. The clock is ticking before this creature is able to wriggle out through the rubble.
Yes, I get that. Uver is going to move out of the room. And obviously not stick in. And make it right next to up 1 level. Up 1. There you go. Because that is a direct line.
He's in front of Alward.
That is true. And he is going to... He's going to step out of the room. He's going to go to the side, look at the thing, point and says, "You're not getting away after what you did." And cast Ray of Frost.
Okay. It is passing through Neros' square, so it is going to have a minus, or it's going to have a +1 to its AC, essentially.
Is it passing through Neros'
Yeah,
square?
he checked.
Yeah, there's not really a good way to maneuver it, so you're not shooting through Neros.
That's annoying. If I moved 1 forward, would it? Because I can.
No, it gets worse the further you get.
Oh, that's so weird. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. That is a 23.
That is a hit.
Get him.
And that is 6 damage.
So Uver bursts out. It's like, "You're not getting away." An arc of cold streams out from his hand, hits the back of this thing, and just ice crystals start forming along its back until its leg like freezes solid, and it's trying to scrabble through the rocks until it just collapses.
Nice.
Nice.
Filthy creature. Oh. You just see him just kind of just like wiping the goo and trying to wipe the goo off his cloak. Ugh, I hate those.
Did you guys take care of that thing?
Yes.
It's gone.
Uvar did.
Uver had a very good shot on it.
All right, well, I'm going to start checking these chests in here.
Hamir's going to go retrieve his hatchet. And when he picks it up, he's kind of glances down at the chalice for a moment. And then kind of keeps looking at the hatchet before bestowing it away on his belt.
Did you find anything in the chests?
Haven't looked yet. The DM didn't tell me I could.
Well, you said that you were going to, so I assumed that you did.
Is there anything in that room I walked past? The open door?
The open one appears to be collapsed, but since you've already identified the choker, you can tell that's kind of where it had made its den, just amongst the rubble there.
Cool.
So that's why the door was open, is it was sneaking up on you.
Makes sense.
I'm going to go open that door out the very end of the hallway.
Ooh.
It's another latrine.
What's inside?
It's another dormitory.
Whoa.
I would like to look inside.
All right.
I'll go with Volden. Or Hour.
This is the first time, for some reason, that I heard Volden as Voldemort. I was just like, what?
Go with Voldemort.
He's not bold.
I have a nose.
So, between the two rooms, searching through, you find a few scattered copper coins that look like they have been lost. Not really much to speak of. An old crowbar.
Hey!
And a key.
Hey!
Now we have this crowbar. We can open the door.
We can use it as a weapon.
I take the
No, we use the key as a weapon.
Is it like
right.
old, like it won't be able to really be used, or is it just a crowbar?
It's out of fashion, but it will work just fine.
Out
it's
of fashion.
So you know when you go and like there's an old like carpenter's toolbox and he's like, these are the good tools. It's one of those crowbars.
It's out of it's an out of print crowbar.
Estwing.
In fact,
It's an Estwing crowbar.
if you were to use this crowbar on something, it would give you a +1 item bonus because it's a real good crowbar.
Noise.
Oh.
Who wants the crowbar?
I don't.
Don't give it to the wizard.
Okay. I won't give it to the wizard. I wasn't really asking if you wanted it. I mean, I was, but I wasn't asking, like, take it.
It's my crowbar.
Okay. Hey, Mayor has the crowbar.
I'll take the key.
I mean, we all need the key.
I'll take the key.
But, okay.
No, I have. It's fine. I have the key.
I said
has the
Everybody's
key?
holding a key.
Just all hands on the key.
All keys.
It's a tug of war.
All right, well, if there's any opposition to going to open the door, shall we?
Oh,
The fey creature.
it said there was a that might have been it because he said it was a squeezy dragon. So
That's true.
It's
That could have
probably
been
like
it.
a lizard or something.
But he was very worried that there was
Yeah.
a dragon behind that door.
he didn't want to break the lock because of it.
Doesn't seem
Well,
like an
then-
issue. Let's go.
We can be prepared for something, but I doubt it's as intense as a real dragon.
I mean, I would presume.
It is something we have to face anyway, and if we are going to get where
I
we
mean,
need
not
to go.
really. We are getting paid the money regardless. We could leave.
I want to go.
I'm fine with this. Just it's surely a creature in there. We just have to be on the lookout for it, and it's certainly not a real dragon.
And
Well,
I
I
would
would- I
suggest
would assume it was
that
a
we
real
watch the
dragon.
ceilings a little more carefully next time.
What? It came from the ceiling.
The choker
Yes.
jumped.
Oh.
Are you all right?
No.
Okay.
Prestidigitation, you clean.
Oh, that is much better.
I
Thank you.
wave the
Don't
list
know
in
why
the
you
air and
didn't
just
do
say,
that.
Everybody, let's go.
I stick the key in the hole.
Not in my
How
list.
did you even get his key? He had it.
We all
Who
had
had
it.
it?
It's too small.
No, he was in another room.
What?
I
The
had
key's
it.
too
It
small.
doesn't match the padlock.
I
Oh
knew
my
it. I
gosh.
pull out the crowbar.
Crowbar.
I don't like my dice.
I don't
They
blame
rolled
you.
like.
It's still the -2 because of the crit fail
But it's
earlier.
a +1 because of the item.
Yes, it would be a -2
So
from
it's
that crit fail.
14.
Not a crit fail, but not a success. Just like it's not coming.
Okay. 18.
There we go. I was about to say, we don't really need to roll now that you have the proper tools. You can just
18.
break it open. So,
Crash.
Hamir comes up and he situates it and starts pulling and he goes, let me resituate. And then cracks the padlock.
I look at Zephyr and I'm like, don't judge me. And then I don't say it out loud, but it's that look. I was like, quit being next
So
to my
what's down
shoulder.
that
You're in my
hallway?
light.
24.
Padlock breaks open. There's the clattering hiss of the chain as it all comes loose and falls in a coil on the floor.
Ooh, more chains.
There's a chain on the side that you can use to like wrench the portcullis up.
I
It
have
does
my
appear to
unseen
be
servant do that.
the portcullis is moving itself up. It does appear to be a slightly heavier portcullis than you might expect for personnel situations.
So it's moving very slowly. My unseen servant is not strong.
So we're ready to move in.
I have no objections. We should be able to move as soon as it's up far enough.
Was the vault even this direction?
We don't know. This
yes,
is the only
it
direction
was.
we can
It's
go.
down this way.
All right.
Well, it's up above us. But no, the portcullis goes to it, right? Yeah.
Well, then onward.
All right. Hamir's hand starts to shake a little bit.
Through
and he
the
grabs at his
walls.
chalice and takes a little sip. And he seems a lot calmer.
Stop drinking your absinthe on the job.
And then he steps forward.
Now that you've stepped into this hallway, you can see just ahead, there's a part where the ground just seems to completely give way. And there's like a slab of wood sitting on the ground right in front of that hole.
I think that's where we need to go.
Yes. I agree. We should make our way down.
It's always the scariest way.
It's
I'm
not
good
that
with that.
scary.
Should we check these
Who
rooms?
has the highest perception bonus?
Probably not me.
7? 7.
I have
So,
5.
6.
so it sounds like Hamir, me.
So, Hamir, you are the first then to hear a sort of best way to describe it would be a snoring sound from the room to your left.
No, there's the 2 rooms in there.
I'll see if I can imitate it. It's like a
Ooh, can I roll stealth and peek in?
sure. What's your stealth bonus?
5.
All right.
Because whatever it is going to be a problem, maybe, unless it's not.
So the door is like a heavy reinforced door that has like
Oh,
the lock mechanism is just like a bar that slides down on your side, so you could lift the bar and push it open.
ooh.
Or sorry, lift the bar and pull it open towards you.
But wait, so it needs that to open?
Yes.
It would need that much work from this side to open?
Not a lot of work. It's more like the thing I'm trying to stress is it can't be opened from the other side.
It
Oh,
locks from this side.
So
door
this
is
thing
barred
is
shut from
locked
this
in
side.
here. So I don't want to open the door.
Is there a little looky-loo on the door?
Oh yes,
A
there would be
peephole?
a little looky-loo.
Oh, then I will looky Lou in.
You slide the little looky-loo open and you looky-loo in.
He's the only one with dark vision. Don't forget
Oh,
about
I'm
that.
glowing.
You are
glowing.
glowing into this little room. And you hear
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
and a green reptilian head slithers up from a pile of hay and just looks directly at you.
Close the looky-loo.
Whoop.
And that's where we'll end this.
I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid.
You're glowing.
I should have had one of you guys look in.
Yeah,
Oh well, it is what it
it
is.
is what it is. Why are you taking that? We got a hero point to give out.
We do have a hero point to give out.
I've got a hero point to give out. All right, Sam, what is your new hero point card?
It is Cut Through the Fog. Play before you attempt a will save. You succeed at the saving throw without needing to roll. You gain the Stupefied 1 condition, which lasts until the next time you get a full night's rest.
Ooh.
Nice.
Speech.
Yeah.
Not bad, but not
All
great.
right.
Speech.
Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful secondary hero point. It's good to have 2 instead of just 1. Now I'm going to go prepare to play Cyberpunk here in just a few weeks.
We're not recording that. Why are you?
Because it's fun.
Maybe. Hey guys, this is Jordy with another quick update for you here. Coming out starting this week, we're going to have some bonus episodes. They'll be hard to miss. They're going to be labeled as bonus episode before them. The first of this set is going to be a series of prologue episodes we recorded for each of the characters before they ever set foot on stage. So you'll get to see a little bit of the background for that character, a little bit of what they were up to before we ever got to episode 1. These episodes were the first things we recorded, so the quality might be a little bit worse, but we thought they were fun and something we wanted to share with you. So those are going to be coming out here probably on Wednesday with an irregular schedule, so if you don't see one coming out, don't panic. They come out when they come out, and sometimes we've got something for you and sometimes we don't. Such is the nature of a bonus content episode. That's all I got for you now, so I will see you next time. This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. Pathfinder, Galarian, and the Lost Omens world setting are copyright of Paizo. More information at paizo.com. Music in the show is from Monument Studios' collection, as well as assorted artists, with some original tracks composed by Jordy Hake. More details in the description. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to share with a friend, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time.
Trying so hard not to sneeze.
Sneeze, we're in a pause.
Sneeze, we're paused.
It's not.
Just pull
I
it
can't
out.
Force it.
Pull it out of your nose.
You get your finger away from my nostrils.